The biggest change is that they can now actually hurt people, which is cool because I don't want people close to me. I just close them and just, and I'm like, hey, get out of here. What's up, fam? It's Richie from Social Butterfree here. Where are you going? Wings. Am I right? Wings. That's it. That's the whole video. Wings. I remember recording the very first video that I did my grand reveal of my moth wing. I was so poised, so full of energy, so youthful, and it was kind of random, honestly. But I don't think this mother moth getup would even be called mother moth in the first place without said moth wings, without wings in general. They're very important to this overall look that I have constructed over the years. Obviously, the aesthetic, the overall look has remained pretty similar, but also I get a teeny bit annoyed, especially lately, when I read comments on social media, people saying, man, that social repose guy, that headdress guy, he has literally looked exactly the same since like 2007. But when I do wear regular clothing, I hate boring clothes. I hate wearing just like regular t-shirt and jeans. But I feel like this might be a case of nostalgia distortion. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, I'm glad you asked. Now you see, back in my day, before probably most of you existed, when I was a wee little mothling, I owned a Nintendo 64. And one of my favorite games was The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. Ocarina, I say Ocarina. And even now, when I imagine it, the Great Deku Tree, the dreaded Water Temple, I remember it having fantastic graphics. The fidelity was so clear. It was a beautiful thing. But if I go back to it now, it kind of looks like shit. Don't get me wrong, it's still playable. It's still a great game. But it definitely doesn't look the way I remember it. And I feel like that translates pretty well to what I'm saying about my outfit. And speaking of the moth wings, let me... Oh, it's really trying. These wings are so old, but I love them so much. They are custom made by a guy that goes under the name Bionic Concepts, or John. He is incredibly talented. He makes everything by hand. They're electric. They have LEDs on the back, and I paid for them with the very first check I ever got from YouTube. So these will always have a sentimental place in my cold, dead, black heart. It's kind of like strapping a backpack full of rocks. It's easily 20 pounds on top of rocks all over the rest of your body. With all this armor on top of the wings, it can feel a little suffocating sometimes, which is why you don't see the wings come out that often. In practice, these mechanical wings are the personification of pain is beauty, because they are painful and beautiful. They're powered by 8 AA batteries, and they probably last, on a good day, maybe 20 to 25 openings. So it's not efficient either, but it's art. Enter the snowmoth era. It was brief, but it was neat. It was a cool experiment. I'm literally a plane right now. I literally have hazard lights. A lot of people ask, hey Richie, when are you gonna bring the snowmoth outfit back? It was cool as fuck. I agree with you, but few things. I retired the snowmoth outfit in 2019 after the last tour I did 2 months before COVID. Ultimately, outside of aesthetics, that outfit was an absolute nightmare. Primarily because I never figured out thermal regulation. It got hot as fuck, and you might think this outfit looks incredibly hot, and you'd be right. But it's less hot. All the fabrics on the outfit I'm wearing right now are very breathable. These are leggings. The fabric is thin and easily washable. So I don't smell bad. So the white outfit just never really got there. It was too much pain over not enough beauty, even though it was so very beautiful. But I still have these wings to cherish forever. because they're an exact replica of the original moth wings. So I don't regret it. I think it was just a a fun little excursion. I went through a phase where everything had to be electronic, everything had to be big and larger than life. And as you could see, I never really gave up on that phase. It's just different now. But I wanted big, giant, 20-foot long, or as big as I could get them, raven wings. I didn't care how heavy they were. I didn't care how practical they were. I was willing to crab walk my way to victory, all right? And I did. After months of searching, I finally found a cosplayer who had handmade the exact wings that I was looking for. I think they were originally modeled after a character in League of Legends. I don't know, I only play good games. And I made an offer, he accepted. The whole thing was super weird because apparently in the cosplay community, you're supposed to make all your own stuff. And I don't quite do that. And while I don't have those wings anymore, they were tragically burnt in a flamethrower accident. Of course they were. They were cool, and it was ultimately, it was a good learning experience, and they did lead me to the grandmother of them all, the grand moth wings. I call them the raven wings. Another fun quirk to all the wings is you have to take off the entire outfit in order to change them. She's dead. The motor died in the move. I don't know why I'm getting so emotional about this, because it's an inanimate object. But this is like my crown jewel, and it's broken. And that makes me so sad. But I can get it fixed, so I'm still gonna put it on because it's still very majestic, but it's missing its most fun feature of opening. Anyway, I just wanted to give a quick update on the wings. This is about a week later. I have stripped all the electronics off, and at this point, the amount of time I have spent tinkering with this mechanical monstrosity, I could build my own set of wings. So if music and my social media completely bottoms out and fails, I can just, I know how to make these wings. I feel like I could do it with the amount of time I have studied these fucking wings. So since the motors on these wings are not working, I will now proceed to overcompensate with my utensils of death. You go over here now. It even makes the noises. These wings were commissioned out by a lovely lady who goes under the name The Crooked Feather. She's had a couple viral videos. Assuming I don't break them because this room just simply isn't big enough. If the wings are deployed, they have a 12.5-foot wingspan, which is why I only really use them when I have outdoor shoots. You may have noticed that you only see them when I'm outside or maybe for photo shoots, but inside you can't really grasp how majestic they are. And it breaks my heart that the electronics aren't working, but they still look great. All right, they're still heavier than ever. I always say that I dress up for myself and for my own self-expression, but nothing can really beat the looks on people's faces when I deploy the wings and they come out and people are like, they're animatronic. I have worn them to cons. I have worn them to a couple shows. And by the end, my shoulders were literally bruised. The blood vessels were popping because there was so much pressure. Okay, so now that we've gone over all my past wings, I'm sure a lot of you have seen these already, and I've spent most of the evening desperately trying to get these to work, but I digress. I want to show you the brand new set of wings. So to literally no one's surprise, they're sharper, they're pointier. When I gave John the inspiration, I pretty much just said, what would it look like if a moth fucked a spider? The biggest change is that they can now actually hurt people, which is cool because I don't want people close to me. I just close them and just, and I'm like, hey, get out of here. Since they operate on little teeny tiny 16-gram CO2 cartridges, They pack a lot of punch and they sound cool. Oh man, I'm in the future. And since they're made of metal, they're much more durable. They'll never get old. These wings also come from Bionic Concepts, the same person that did the original Moth wings, and things are a lot more streamlined. Will I wear these wings all the time? No, but now I have choices. And that's pretty much all I have to say. These are my wing collection. And I hope that you enjoyed watching me struggle through this video with all the malfunctions, because as much as I love doing this, it is very heavy, it is very sweaty, and I do my best. And this is the part of the video where I say, hey, why not consider joining the Patreon? I'm posting in there more. I just posted a new song a couple days ago. It's a remake of Island of Yours. I'm real proud of it. It took me a long time to make. But anyway, as always, stay sad, but not too sad. I'm gonna go try and walk through doorways. Unsuccessfully. Oh, that's right, they're metal now. Sup fam, it's your boy, it's me. I know that I said in the new year I was gonna be posting more, when in fact I have done the opposite. I've been posting a lot on TikTok, which makes me feel like I want to climb the tallest building I can find and hurl myself off of it head first, and halfway down I will begin to pray to God, a God of your choosing, that the impact shatters every single bone in my body, so I don't have to spend another minute on that stupid fucking app. I had a very nice birthday. Entropy is slowly claiming me. I'm so tired. But I'm still here, and I'm grateful that you've made it this far, that you are here with me as well. If you're not amongst these names in the credits, well, maybe you should join them. Or not. Or not. No pressure. But, you know, it'd be cool. It'd be cool. Yeah, or not. Okay, I'm gonna go. Okay, bye.